Hello guys, I'm Timothy Earle from Earle Sports Bets and Picks and Parlays, and welcome back to another edition of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. We have some MLB to talk about because there's only two NBA games, and I'd rather do the the MLB slate. Because we look at the NBA real quick, and it's not too pretty. You get Dallas and Miami, Clippers and New Orleans. I may have a play. I may not. I'm going to look into that slate a little bit more. I haven't really looked into it. There'll probably be a play up. If you guys are interested in the NBA plays, they'll be right there. picksandparlays.net/Tim. Week pass $70, month pass $200. Also on that link is the season-long pass for the MLB. 100% worth it. It's going to be the best value you're going to get all year long because $499 for the entire season. Or if you use the code MADNESS at checkout, you get 20% off, which ends up being $374 and change, which ends up being $13 a week. Just to let you know, this is there until Friday. Once Friday is gone, when it's come and gone, there'll be the week pass for $70, the month pass for $200. So jump on the season pass, save you a bunch of money, and let's make some money in the MLB. That's also on picksandparlays.net/Tim. We'll jump into it with one of the early games. We get the Blue Jays and the Cardinals. The Blue Jays are 125 faves with a total of 8 in this game. Kevin Gausman going up against Jack Flaherty in this one. Gausman had probably the most, besides Alek Manoah, he was probably the number 2 pitcher on that Toronto staff last year. 31 starts, 12-10 record, 3.35 ERA, and 175 innings pitched. On the opposite side, you get Jack Flaherty, who had a bunch of injury problems last year, pitched in 9 games, started 8 of them, 2-1 record, a 4.25 ERA, only in 36 innings. So nothing crazy with what Jack Flaherty has done so far. And when I looked at this one, I kind of like 2 plays in this one. I'm going to go over the total. I think you're going to get a lot of runs, especially once the bullpens come in, because they used their best arms last game, and there was 19 runs scored. I think this is going to be another high-scoring game. Nothing to the extent of 19 runs, but I think maybe 9 or 10 runs in this one. We'll take the over the 8 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the St. Louis Cardinals. We'll head to the next game. We'll head to Wrigley Field, where the Cubs are hosting the Brewers again. Brewers are minus 120. 7 is your total. Woodruff versus Justin Steele. Woodruff last year had he had a decent year, except, well, no, he had a decent year. 27 starts, 13-4 record, solid, 3.05 ERA, and 153 innings pitched. On the opposite side, you get Steele, which I believe got injured last year and didn't get to pitch as much. Yeah, only 24 starts, 4-7 record, 3.18 ERA, and 119 innings pitched. And when it comes to this one, AO Chicago, what do you say? I think they win again tomorrow. This is a Cubs team that I'm going to be backing a bunch. They're one of my teams that I really do like this year, and the Brewers are not. I think the Brewers are going to drop off. I think the Cubbies are going to take advantage of that. Cubbies are second or first place team in that division. Give me the Cubbies to take care of business in this one. Let's keep on rolling. The Philadelphia Phillies are minus 130 against the Texas Rangers. 7.5 is the total in this one. You get Zach Wheeler taking on Nathan Eovaldi. Zach Wheeler last year was really, really solid. 26 starts, 12-7 record, 2.82 ERA, 153 innings pitched. And if it wasn't for a guy named Sandy Alcantara, he probably would have been the Cy Young. On the opposite side, you get Nathan Eovaldi, who is the exact opposite. He pitched for Boston last year, 20 games started, 6-3 record, 3.87 ERA. Don't let that deceive you. He had a couple of really good starts that kind of lowered that ERA. Only 109 innings pitched. I'm not high on Nathan Eovaldi right now. I do like the over in this game, and I do like the Phillies run line. I think the Phillies put up a bunch. We saw what happened last game. I know we saw what happened last game. It ended up being, what, 11-7? I don't care. Give me the Phillies in this one. Give me the over in this game. I think the Phillies put up 6-7 by themselves, 7-2, 8-2 type of game. Give me the Phillies over the total. We go to this one, and I probably have a little bit connected to this one. The Tigers and the Rays. Rays minus 175, 7.5 is the total. And we're going after the Rays. Why? Because I like Mr. Zach Eflin. But anyways, it's Turnbull versus Eflin in this matchup. Turnbull did not pitch all of last year. He pitched in 2021, pitched 50 innings. So it's going to be the first time he's pitched in a while. On the opposite side, you get Zach Eflin, who only played in 20 games last year, started 13 of them, 3-5 record, 4.04 ERA in 75 innings. Why am I so high on Zach Eflin? They paid him for a reason. And the Rays don't do this often. The Rays don't pay for players. They gave him 3 years for like $40-something million. They're paying him for a reason. I think he's going to have a really good year. I have a ticket for him to win the Cy Young at 200-1. I think they're stupider bets. I'm taking the Rays, and I'm going to probably back the Rays mostly every single game that Zach Eflin pitches. Which will bring us to the last game, which, speaking of pitchers that I like to back, we get Dean Kramer going up against Chris Sale. The Red Sox are 170 favorites with a total of 9. The Cream, Dean Kramer, 22 games pitched last year, 21 of them starts, 8-7 record, 3.123 ERA, and 125 and a third innings pitched. On the opposite side, you get Chris Sale, which I believe pitched, 2 games last year, 0-1 and 5 2/3 innings pitched, a 3.18 ERA. Not really going much off of all that. The Boston Red Sox do not deserve to be a -170 favorite. I don't care what you say. I'm taking the Orioles, and I'm going to take the Orioles a lot this year, especially when they're freaking plus money. I'm going to back them. That's just what it is. I'm high on the Orioles. I have them to win the division. I have Rutschman. I'm going to have a bunch of props with Rutschman tomorrow. After his, 5-for-5 game last game, he's going to be phenomenal this year. Give me the O's on the money line. Once again, if you guys are interested in grabbing all the plays, I might have a couple plays up in the NBA tomorrow. But I know we already have 9 plays locked up in the MLB. Season-long pass, $4.99 for the entire year. Madness at checkout, 20% off. It's going to pay for itself. It ends up being, if you use the code Madness, it ends up being $13 a week. Jump on it. Picksandparlays.net/Tim. That's where you'll find the NBA week, month, and the MLB season pass. Jump on that. Recapping, over in the Blue Jays Cardinals game, Cubbies money line, over in the Phillies game, the Rays on the run line, and the Orioles on the money line. That's going to do it for this edition of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cast some bets in the MLB. Good luck, guys.